world of people. This is not a world of strategy by the rearview mirror. Okay? This is not a world of strategy by the rearview mirror. Let's assume that if you go out and win the lottery, right? You saw in the commercial, you win the lottery today, and you win, 20 million euros, and you go out and buy the exotica, Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini, whatever you want. My advice to you is please take high school driving lessons. The best thing I can tell you is to enjoy your money. But if you're too busy having fun with that, the best survival tip that I can give you is break off the rearview mirror. Break it off. Because it turns out when you're doing 160 kilometers or more an hour, looking backwards is not a good use of your time. Those distant objects get close very, very quickly. Looking forward, right thing to do. Not looking backwards. Let's think about this in a corporate context. How many of our managerial control systems are backwards looking versus forward looking? What's the right balance? I can't tell you to break off the corporate rearview mirror, but I can ask you a fundamental question of what's the right balance for senior executives to look forward or backwards in a changing world, where yesterday is not a good predictor of tomorrow. That is a fundamental question you must think about. Right? Now, it's time for me to shut up and wrap up in some order. I ask a very simple question. How many people in this room can predict their company strategy in the year 2013? 2011. Second quarter 2008. June 17th. Okay. I can predict all of your strategies in the year 2018. Simple answer is you'll do exactly what you need today. Why do I say that? Because the simple question is, how long does it take to develop new core competencies? To truly be world class at something. Cognitive psychologists have tons of research, and the answer is 10 years. 10 years, 8 hours a day, 6 days a week of practice, whether it's management, chess, physics, gymnastics, you name it, 10 years. If you can predict the future 10 years out, ignore my 2x2. If not, you must realize this, that IT is causing us to react to information more quickly. IT is causing skills to change more quickly. No matter where you are in the world, you're going to have to become one of those kind of companies. You're going to have to become a heat seeker. How you get there is not a simple change process. Okay? How you get there is not a simple change process. But you cannot ignore my 2x2. The fundamental question is, if you ignore this, you're assuming that the skill set you have today is good for the next 10 years. That's what you're assuming with core competency. I think the challenge is core incompetency. What am I bad at today that may be a critical skill set in this industry tomorrow? And the challenge of management is how do I balance core competencies competing for today and developing core incompetencies, the tools for competing in tomorrow's world. Okay? By the way, how many people in this room have 3 to 5 year strategic planning horizons? What if all of you just told me? Because it turns out that that's 2011 and 2013. You yourself don't believe your own strategic planning horizon. If you yourself as senior managers don't believe your own strategic planning horizon, how can the people that report to you take it seriously? And let me tell you, Web 2.0, Business 2.0, communities is only going to accelerate and exacerbate this. Because it's going to let information share more quickly, make us react to information more quickly, and it's going to diffuse knowledge more quickly. But it also makes our world much more complicated. Being, in my opinion, community is not about seeing commonality. Communities, in an agricultural perspective, are a very effective way of seeing that the world is different than the way you are. Right? I mean, I ran across this website a few months ago called Cats That Look Like Hitler. It's called cats-that-look-like-Hitler.com. And people take pictures of their cats and submit them that look like Hitler with the little sort of mustache and the hair down and this kind of stuff. And it's really scary that some people get excited. There's over 5,000 pictures there of different cats. It frightens me that that's really important to some people. But it's very informative to me as I start to see that the world is different. Realize that community and aware and information are a very useful tool for awareness. It does not lead to insight. It does not lead to that fundamental transformation of ideas what to do with this, and it definitely doesn't tell you action and how to create strategic change on top of it. Okay? You must realize that every industry is going to be different. Innovation is cool, communities are cool. When I get on British Airways to fly back to London this afternoon, I would like the standard shell jet fuel. I don't want somebody to say, ooh, I thought of a new idea this morning, let me try this fuel out this afternoon on your flight. Okay? So this is going to work differently in different industries. That's the managerial challenge to you, how to take these ideas and apply them in your world. The biggest danger we have of all in the IT space is not legacy systems. Those I can touch, those I can see. The biggest danger we have is legacy mindset. Those hidden ideas, we carry them here that the world is exactly like us. That what it is yesterday is a good barometer for tomorrow. If there's anything that you can take away from this talk and this day, is how do I start to be aware of and change my legacy mindset? Thank you very much.